Hey, good morning, tribe. I just had this overwhelming feeling to share this with you guys as, we play inside this month theme of finding play in our schedule. And this has become play for me. It's still a task, but it is fun. And so lately it seems as I'm working with clients and I'm selling honey now with one of my beekeepers and just really educating people on plant-based foods and how to heal our bodies. Meal planning is a big part of that. And so being organized, finding habits that get you to make this fun, to create a short time that you are inside the planning aspect and finding ways to really start implementing it into your schedule. So I'm going to screen share a little bit of how I do my planning and how I habit stack to make this fun and really improve some of the maybe blocks that come up and other little biohacks that I'm doing inside this play. So first of all, I'm going to turn this up to see if you can hear it. Right now, I'm on Spotify. That's kind of my go-to these days. You could probably find something on YouTube as well. This is called Ancient Solfeggio. It's an Italian word. Solfeggio, healing, frequency music. And this is very similar to binaural beats, which is your brainwave, getting into the frequency, which is right here. I don't know if you can see this, human brain waves. And it's a way to really break blockages, break beliefs. As we get into food healing or just food period, you may find that there are some things around that keep you moving into it. It takes too much time. I don't know where to look. I can never find any recipes that are less than 20 or 30 minutes. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing this, blah, 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 right? So, solfeggio, what that means, it's Italian, like I said, and it is using runs and scales, etc., in music that help us to align our mind, body, and soul with the environment and universal tunes. As we know, there's frequency all around us. There's vibrational energy around us. And so what that does is it helps to bring you into those states. And by listening to these, they help to kind of peel back the layers of negativity and emotional blocks. And we raise our vibration so that we can release those and move through those. So that's one little biohack inside creating and releasing any of those negativities around what this takes to do, as far as planning my food. So one little biohack inside there. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. And so here's the second and third thing, maybe even fourth thing that I do inside planning. So I'm going to screen share with you guys. I'm going to get my screen open here. And so what you're seeing right now is a Google Doc. Now this is just how I do it. Doesn't mean you have to do it this way. And I want to remind you guys that I always offer a free 30-minute clearing chaos call, and I can walk you through some of these things. And if we're a good fit, I can actually potentially put some time together where you and I are really looking at how do we do this on a regular basis, finding accountability for you inside this, finding more fun inside this. This is what I love doing. This is what I get paid to do. And it just feels so good to find the accountability that you need and the joy inside. How do we make this work for you? This is what works for me. As you know, I'm a Cricut. I'm a Cricut hybrid bee. So I like to see a lot of things in front of me. So I will print this out and I put it on the inside of my cabinet where I'm getting my coffee every single morning or my morning tea tonic. And I have a cheat sheet behind this as well, since we're leaning more into paleo. As you guys know, some of you know, when I work with different clients, I like to really know the inside and outs. So I've done keto, paleo, Whole30, Atkins, all of those. And, you know, I'm a true believer that you got to step into those true meal plans to figure out and help and support people know that you've been with it and been walking that path as well. So for the next 21 days or until I actually go on vacation, we are stepping into paleo because it's a very big part of healing the mind and getting out of inflammation with no grains. So this is what I do is I go to Google, set up a just a Google Doc, very simple. You go, let me just show you real quickly how I even do that, right? So let me move this around. I'm going to move this around. Okay, so I'll open up a new tab inside Google. And what I will do is I will go right over here to these dots, say Google Apps, click that, and then you'll see a variety of different options here. And I just go right into Google Docs. And once I open that up, you're gonna see a blank page and you can start right there. I already have one open. So this is what you're seeing right here, okay? So I'm gonna open the one that I've already got open versus open another one. And so here's what you're seeing. And typically at the top, what I'll do is I will put, you know, what I'm doing, if it's Whole30 or whatever at the top, and the week, okay? And here's what I've got so far. This was from last week. I'm adding this week's food. But here's what I wanna show you as well. So last night, I was in the hot tub, I was doing a little bit of meditation and just listening to these frequencies as well. I had my phone with me and I was just inside Pinterest. So if you don't do Pinterest, you could, you know, find all of these on the internet. What I love about Pinterest is it's all in one place. I'm able to basically put a collage together all in one place where my paleo food is, okay? So I've made a pin inside my Pinterest. Again, I'm not going to go into great detail as far as how to do this because that's what a call would be. But I made a link inside there for all my paleo food. And then once I click it, then I'll link this. I'll click this, get the site open. I will highlight the link right there, kind of hyperlink it. What I'll do is I'll highlight it like this. I'll right click and copy it. And then what I'll do is I'll go back over to my Google Doc and I will land it in, as you can see right here, on Thursday as the recipe that I'm going to be doing. And so each time, Monday, I'll go through. And so as you can see here, I've got Monday, we're going to do a sweet potato chili. Tuesday, I'm going to do a chicken fajita bake. Wednesday, we're going to do a loaded cauliflower bake. Thursday, we're going to do some salmon. And then again, this one's from last week. So let's pick one for Friday. So what I'll usually do is, again, I'll go back up to Pinterest. I'll take a look at, I'm going to go back into my boards. And this is my paleo treats and meals. And so what I'll do is I'll just scan through and go, okay, so Monday I'm having chili, maybe that's beans and meat. I didn't look at the full recipe quite yet. Tuesday, we are making, we're doing some red meat there. I'm going to be doing, I think there's a little bit of bacon or prosciutto in the cauliflower bake. And then there's, of course, salmon here. So, oh yeah, this one's the chicken, of course. It says right there, chicken fajita. So I want to do something that's, you know, not the same meat protein. Maybe I'll go with something that doesn't have any protein. But I think even this week, I like to look at what's the weather like, because I probably, you know, I don't want to eat something that's super hot on a super hot day. So I'll look at that as well. This looks nice, grilled chicken, pineapple, but let's look a little further. Let's look at what else I've got pinned in here. I've got some soups. Let me just glance. Let's see what Friday is going to look like weather-wise. Okay, weather-wise, Port Angeles. Friday is actually going to be a really hot day. So maybe something that's kind of cool. And this looks nice. How about this zucchini pasta, lemon, garlic shrimp? There we go. We're getting a lot of our seafoods in this week. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I'm going to highlight this pin. Actually, let's go over here because this is where I get the whole recipe. And that will just be one less step for me when I'm actually cooking the meal. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to right click and copy. I'm going to go back up to my Google Doc and I'm going to, this is called, what was this one called? Zucchini pasta. Oops, pasta. What is it? With lemon garlic shrimp. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just going to actually cut this shorter so it's all on one page. And then what I'll do is highlight that, delete, right click, paste my other, and I'm going to, this is a long one, I'm going to make it smaller where it fits up above. And this is actually going to be deleted. So this can go a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think if I go a little bit bigger, yep, it's going to go on the second page. Okay, so, and then once I get here, I'll just click that. And then that makes it clickable or linkable so that when I print this out, I print it out so I can see it. It's all on my phone. As most of you know, I'm living here in our fifth wheel and we're just trying to be more green, minimize, you know, things that are printed out and taking up space. Okay, so I've got all of my meals for the week. Typically on Saturday and Sunday, I won't necessarily plan something because if we do have some leftovers, then I can do that. Or if we end up doing something with family or friends, or we end up going out to eat, I'm not buying extra food that I do not need to have. If we scroll down here, these are some side things that I might have on hand so that we are not eating crap food. And these bagels are actually something that I can eat on keto. So if I'm needing some kind of bread, which is, you know, everybody loves bread. Well, most everybody loves bread. These are some keto chocolate chip cookies. A lot of keto and Whole30 and paleo kind of overlap. So this was from last week. So I'm going to take a look. I didn't end up making these, so I'll look at them again to see if the recipe is paleo. I did make these deviled eggs, but I didn't make these ones. I made a different one this week. So this is just nice to have as a reference if I am needing to make some kind of snack. And actually, I did see something up here that was paleo as a snack, and I wanted to look at those. So these look great, right? Blueberry. These look good. Paleo gluten-free pumpkin bars. Yum, 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 yum. So I'm going to take that and I am going to look into those this week. I'm going to copy again. And then I'm going to go into my Google and I'm going to do that instead of these this week. So I can just right click and copy, and that will, nope, it didn't. Not copy, but paste. There we are. Oh, shoot. Okay. So that didn't take. So I'm going to go back over here and because I pasted it instead. So copy back over here and paste. And so there you go. That just filled that spot. Okay. And then we're going to change the name to pumpkin, paleo pumpkin. What was it called? Just bars, right? Yeah. Okay. Back over here and bars. All right. Already did that. Bagels. There's actually another recipe under here, which I'll take a look at under here as well. My Pinterest, and do that a little later. Go back to that one. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'm going to print this out. I'm going to go over here and print. Get my little USB. Connect that, and then I will print. And I'm going to, print both of these. So let's see, this is page 1 and this is page 2. Perfect. Okay, print. All right, so that's how I get into that. Now, the next step here is I use Imperfect Foods. All right, and so let's go over here. If you're interested in Imperfect Foods, it is a, it's not meals. It's just to get your food delivered. And so most of my stuff that I want to get fresh, I'll get fresh and local. Unless I'm not have the time to go into the grocery store. This is fantastic. And you can select all the organic things that you want. You can have them sent every week if you want them to come every week, which is great. So here's what I'm getting this week. And I'm going to add a few more things to meet the $30 minimum, which then I get delivery free. So based on what I'm cooking, going back here, based on these recipes, then what I can do is open those up and see, what do I have? What do I not have? And so if we go over here and we open up this recipe and we look at, we're going to jump to the recipe and we're going to look here. Okay, I already have meat. I have ghee. I don't use ghee. I have butter. I have onions. I have garlic. I have sweet potatoes. I have celery. Red sauce, you know what that's going to be, red pepper paste. And I can add some crushed tomatoes, kind of liquefy that a little bit. I have homemade broth. I make my own. I have sea salt. I have bay leaves. I have all of this. So I don't need any of that. Yes, I have all of the ingredients for that. So that's awesome. Then I'd go into this one here and take a look at that, open that one up. Okay, what do I need for this? Jump to the recipe. Here we are. I have coconut aminos. I have lime, cilantro, cumin, I have all that. I do have chicken breast, but I'm gonna need to take it out of the freezer. I don't have, I think I only have one bell pepper. So what I would do is I would go up to my Imperfect Foods, and I'm going to close the cart there. And what I would do is I would go over here and I would search peppers, and that way that any of those would come up. Okay, so you can see there's some organic and there's some conventional. I always go with organic because peppers are highly sprayed. Ideally, I love to get red because you're going to get, of course, the higher phytonutrients inside that. And we've got roasted bell peppers here, which is great. I make a lot of recipes out of that. So I'm going to actually add that to my, first I'm going to check to see if these are organic. Don't believe that they are. So let's see here. No, they are not. So we're not going to get those. But I could add these green ones. Green are great, but they're not my ideal favorite. I know that red peppers were on sale at our local. So I'll add those and see if I can find some as well at our local store. Okay. So let's see, let's get back over to the recipe here. Garlic I have, olive oil I have, salt I have, avocado. Okay, I have everything else. So we're good there. Then I just keep doing the same thing for each recipe. Look at what I need. If I don't have it, I go over to my Imperfect Foods, add it to my staple over here. And one of the cool things with Imperfect Foods is they do kind of an affiliate thing with their members. And so I can offer you guys a special one-time deal. They had like, you could get $20 worth of groceries your first time free. So that was really cool. I don't believe that that is, I think that was for Mother's Day, but I can always get you a special discount for looking into it and trying it out. So cool stuff. All right, so anything that maybe Imperfect Foods does not have, the other thing that I do, I'm gonna stop screen share here, is I have an app on my phone and it is called Out of Milk. And I believe in the group here, I actually have in the guides a little bit of walkthrough on some of this in more detail. And so what I love about the Out of Milk app is I can put anything that I can't get from there that I need. I'll be cooking something and I'll know I'll be low on something. It's like a pantry for you too. You can scan all of your spices, all of your products, and put them into this app, and then you can level it out as low or empty, you know, or full. And that way when you're at the grocery store and you can't remember if you have one of something, you can look at the app. I love it. Love it for that. So you guys, this is how I get organized inside my meal planning every single week. It might seem like a lot at first, but honestly, as you get into a rhythm and you habit stack, and I do that, what does that mean, habit stack? Well, it's finding ways to implement this with things that you're already doing. So I'm already on my phone, and Imperfect Foods will send me I believe it's a text, might be an email. I'm really good with text versus email. And it will remind me that, hey, on Saturday, you've got till Monday at 3 o'clock to edit my cart, my Imperfect cart, so that I can get what I really want and need versus what they put into the cart automatically based on, you know, the extra that they have. So I might end up with a lot of things that I don't need because I haven't gone in there and edited it. So I almost pushed my Imperfect Food delivery to every other week because I was finding, oh shoot, I forgot to get in there and do it. And now I'm getting stuff that, you know, I'm going to be of over, like I've got way more than I need. But what I decided is this is how I have it stacked for me. If I do that, then I get lazy and I don't do, my meal planning every single week. So I kind of let myself get punished a little bit behind that. If I don't do it, then it's like, oh, darn it, I'm getting extra stuff that I maybe don't need. I'll use it up. But I'm like, oh, bummer, I forgot to get in that. So that makes me do it weekly. It keeps me from going to the grocery store multiple times. I save so much more money by doing this weekly. I only have to go to the grocery store once. If I forget something or I go to the grocery store and they didn't have what I need, then I may tag into my husband on his way home to grab something. So I hope that you guys got a lot out of this. And if you have any questions, if you would like to tap into this just briefly and get a little support with this, or if you're interested in having me support you in staying accountable with cooking your food at home and really looking at plant-based foods and high phytonutrients, this is what I love to do. This is where I coach people and we can talk about working together in that way. All right, you guys, I'll see you out there in the play field, and I look forward to tagging somebody today inside our month theme of getting out and getting more play inside our daily busy schedules. Take care.